Okay. So, growing up, I've always been, dependent on other people, and especially my dad. And, oh gosh, it started. So, the first time we got deployed, I was really young, and I was only 2 years old. And my mom told me that he did it for our family, and that he did it so that we could be financially stable and support our family. And he was just really our family's like rock. Like, I really looked up to him. So, it's like 16 years later, my mom comes up to me. I'm at the table, just eating, being a normal teenager, just sitting there. And she comes up to me and she raises her eyebrow and she's like, Mileena, and she kind of slides in. And I'm like, oh, she's going to show me something, she's going to say something. I'm like, oh, whatever. And she tells me, your dad's going to get deployed again. And I just froze. I didn't feel anything, I just sat there. And when I finally came back to myself, I was pissed. I was like, we're doing financially fine. We're okay. You're doing this, you're being selfish. I was mad at everyone. I was like, there's no reason for this. Like, this doesn't need to happen. And I kept telling her, I'll get a job, I'll do whatever you want, I promise, I'm sorry, I thought it was my fault. So, she keeps talking and I keep shutting her out because I'm pissed and I'm a teenager and, you shut them out. And the last thing she said was, it's junior year, what's the best that can happen? I mean, best things can happen is you're gonna get your license, okay. I was like, okay, fine. So, junior year, like any year, you have a routine, you go to school. But on this day, it was different. I was sitting in Miss Hart's room on my computer, just typing, doing work, being a junior. And Jorge comes up to me, and he slides in, and he puts his eyebrow up, and he's like, Mileena. And I'm like, oh God. And when he does this, either he does something really stupid, or he wants to ask for something. So I look at him, and I'm like, what? And he's like, okay, don't be mad, but I signed you up for BPA. And I look at him, and I'm like, why? And I mean, I didn't know what BPA was. I mean, the only thing I heard about the BPA was that it was this group, and I heard from Archerita that she was the president, and she was like, I command you to join BPA because I am the president, and you will get special rights because you're my friend. And I was like, okay, I guess, whatever. But when Jorge gave me that permission slip, I was like, and I was mad. I was like, what are you doing? I'm going through some crap. I don't have time for this. And he was like, no, it's fine. And we started bickering. We go back and forth. And finally, we came to an agreement, and I was like, okay, it's fine. And I finally believed him. And then as soon as he said that, he takes the permission slip away, and he's like, just kidding, I didn't join, ha. And then when he took it away, I was a little upset. I was like, I wanted to join. So on that act, I decided to join BPA. I went up to Miss Harden, and I was like, so I want to join PPA. And then she was like, why? And I don't know, I just felt like it. I mean, why not? She was like, okay, but you're going to have to find out what you want to do. And so I was like, fine, I'll find out what I want to do. And I just joined a group called the Video Production Team. And it was just a little group where they thought it was going to be easy and it was going to be a free run to state. But it wasn't, because by the end of the competition, I ended up being basically all by myself. I made the script, I made the storyboard, I did everything. That was my child. I made it, and I was really excited. And I went to regionals, and I was so happy because I did something by myself, and I didn't need anyone else to tell me that, like, you're cool, because I knew I was cool, and I felt on top of the world, and I was like, I can do anything. And I knew that because of Business Professionals America, that this is what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. And I knew that I didn't need anyone to tell me what to do or to support me, because junior year was one of the most important years of my life. I became a grown woman, I became my own rock, and I grew, and I knew what I wanted to do for the rest of my life.